The effort it took to get this shot, you may never understand. And excuse the fear in my voice, but there is a leaning tower of computers on top of a toolbox to get this angle right here. So I'm gonna talk very quietly and hope I don't get smashed. I'll show you a picture. It's kind of cool. I did have to move my side table. But you know, it's all worth it because today we're here to answer the age-old question. This question's been on my mind for about 3 hours since I was given this. But you know those tumbler cups that come with speakers on the bottom? Can we make those better? Just this week I was messing around with one of these Bluetooth speakers. But I had this for a very long time. It's just a generic Bluetooth speaker. I got it at Walmart for a very cheap price. And well, I disassembled it because I felt like I could make it better. And that is a fool's game right there when you think you can make something better, but the question had to be asked. So I attempted it and I constructed this. And it may look nice upon first inspection. I don't even want to talk about the buttons. And the top is too thin, and the soundscape's at the top, and the inside is just another mess. And we'll get into this later as we start to dissect our next project. You know, this is my first attempt at anything speaker related, so I guess in the grand scheme of things, it came out all right. This is a 3D printed tin. It's just PLA you can find on Amazon. So with the conclusion of that first project, I was talking to somebody and I said, hey, do you have any crappy Bluetooth speakers?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
I don't know what I expected, but I definitely didn't expect that. This thing is a joy. This thing is a true wonder of the modern age of engineering. It's the bottom half of a tumbler. This screws onto the bottom, and of course it's a Bluetooth speaker. So it's made to be played this way, down, with this other Bluetooth speaker here. And I'll even show you a little bit of a comparison. Most of these speakers, this is a all range. The space behind it is very important. So what made me think I could make this one better was how incredibly tiny this enclosure was. I decided, what if I just make the enclosure bigger? I have no idea what we're dealing with. I mean, I've never quite seen anything like this in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how we're gonna take this apart. I don't know what it's gonna look like on the inside. So I was actually able to find the original product right here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really agreeing with these reviews right here about the product quality and everything, but this was a relatively cheap product to begin with. So that does mean that you got both the cup and the speaker for that price. And I don't know many speakers that you can get for that price. 681 reviews. What the absolutely amazing sound quality. Stacy, I know you have better Bluetooth speakers in your home than this. What is going on here? I'm sure the cup is fine. It's just a cup. It's just a stainless steel cup, but good quality sound. Are we sure? I turned it on briefly and then I got a phone call and it played the most hilarious message I've ever heard of a Bluetooth speaker, but we'll get around to that. And it's pretty simple controls here. We got up, down, pause. I mean, it's pretty generic. This is obviously like the grip for the bottom of the cup. There's the thread here, the thread in. Oh yeah, that's some good
Bluetooth model.
Oh, let's try this 20-ounce hog out. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, hell yeah. All right. We got the Wii Mario Kart bumping. I don't even... I've heard phone speakers that sound better than this. No. I've had enough. It's definitely not designed to be the speaker. It's designed to fit in the bottom of the cup. So let's just take it apart. We're gonna just continue popping this off here. So that didn't help all that much. Not seeing anything. We're gonna have to move up a step here. I don't even know where to begin with this. Maybe it's under here? Is it under here? Let's see. Ahaha. Look at what we have found here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Again, I know I probably said it a few times already, but this was a gift, so I never actually saw the thing all together. 4 more screws. I have a feeling that's not gonna reach, and that feeling does seem to be confirmed. That's a bit of a problem. It's a nice speaker grill. I can't wait to keep that and never use it for anything else. Okay, so we want to be down there, but we're up here. Well, I feel like an absolute fool. So last night I was like, I don't have the right screwdriver and whatever. And I went all over the house looking for the proper screwdriver, and then I realized I did have the right one in my room. So that's lovely. But you know, whatever. It's bright and early. We're gonna get started on this. We're gonna at least get the top off and get this thing deconstructed for this video. The next video, we're gonna plan on how we can make this better. But let's start by finishing this. Oh my god, there's just microplastics everywhere. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's pretty much what I was expecting. So that's pretty standard. Obviously, we have the battery right here. We have the generic connector that is literally in every single cheap Bluetooth speaker. Same thing over here for the speaker. Just another connector. This is nice though, because the last one I did, they put like wax on this so you couldn't take the connector off. It doesn't seem like they care for this one, so that's nice. The generic hair thin speaker wire plus positive and negative. All right, so I still have not gotten a clear view of the speaker yet, and I am a little concerned because of how tiny it is. Oh my god, is that smashed? I don't even know. The battery looks freaking smashed, which is certainly not safe at all if that is the case. All right, I don't think that's bulged. It's just there's a wrapper on these kinds of batteries, and I think it's all right. I just folded back. Crisis averted. The plan is still on. I was a little nervous there because I didn't feel like exploding in my bedroom. All right, so that's the battery. That is very unimpressive. So if this is the space it was using behind it, I'm gonna say I do have a little bit of hope restored that we can make this better. Atrociously small amount of space. We're not really messing with power here. We're messing with acoustics, which I have no right to even be talking about. Utterly unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh shit. Alright guys, that wasn't the right drill bit. I'm just doing it by hand, by the way, because that was a little embarrassing. Alright, so that should just pop up right now. That is crazy small. I mean, the fact that you can make technology for this intricate of detail, for this low of quality, and at this low of a price point is utterly insane to me. I will never understand that the second half of this water bottle that only costs $23, what's the majority of the price? Probably the battery, probably the materials to make the battery, right? I don't even know. Okay. So I do think that this is probably like sealed or glued in some way. It does seem to be like super glued in. All right, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be long and tedious. I'm just gonna cut to when I finish so I can struggle with this. We're gonna nuke this here plastic and super glue with the hair dryer. And if anyone says that's a dumb idea, I'm gonna say, you're right. Hairdryer was the dumbest idea I've ever had. This is super glue, not hot glue, so heat just makes it smell bad. So we're gonna just put that on. Well, it's gonna stay there for right now because I don't feel like putting it back. I'm losing it. Well, I don't even know how long it's been, and ignore all the failed attempts here to get it off. But after quite some time, no other method worked. And I just had to sit there with the tweezer and pick at the glue. Oh, but there it is. There we go. All right. We're gonna have to make sure I didn't screw anything up. We're gonna put it back together on the desk, and we're gonna do a little desk test. Just really to make sure that I didn't screw anything up. But we have to test to make sure it still works. So let's just stage this out real quick. Oh shit, did I just... I might have just blown the board. I have no idea how this thing is still hot. I just plugged the battery into the speaker port. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. It's kind of it's not impressive by any means. But like for this, it's giving me hope we can do something with this whole thing. So, okay, so I mean, as far as we stand here for right now, we have a setup. I mean, any real audio expert would laugh at this setup, but listen, this is the second time I'm ever playing with speakers. All right, this isn't my forte, and these cheap connectors are miserable. Here's the plan. Here's the plan, everybody. This is just kind of what I've been thinking as I've been playing with this. I can make this wire long. I can just solder in some longer wire. I know this is really cheap wire, cheap thin wire. I don't want to like replace this because this isn't worth a nicer wire, and if I do all that work, it might sound better. It doesn't make sense. This isn't making enough power for this to output better sound with better wire. Plus then the connector's gonna get all messed up, and then I could just take it off and solder it directly to the board, but why would I do all of that for like the smallest possible chance of there being better sound quality? So not even gonna mess with that. And for the battery, I'm not really gonna try and mess with this too much because I really don't trust these batteries. It was the same thing with the other speaker I built. So really what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of design something, and this is a weird circle shape, so if I wanna go with a more classic speaker design, we're gonna have to get a little crafty with these buttons because they're obviously on a curve like that. And then the port's back here. But if we decide to go with a weird circle shape, we could do that too. We could do like a JBL style speaker. So, I mean, I don't know how many comments this video is gonna get. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not too many, but if anyone does end up watching this and gets to this part in the video, I have not designed anything yet. This video will be posted before I design anything. So what do you think? Should we do like a classic speaker style? For reference, this is more like a classic speaker box style kind of. Or should we do like a JBL style speaker? If you have any ideas, please let me know down below if anybody does end up making it to this point in the video. This got me a good idea of what we're gonna do from here on out. This is just for fun. So, if you did make it to here, thank you very much for watching. Please tell me what you think.